welcome back to the Three-Digit World Cup. We are going to bring you another weekend of matches here, starting with the semifinals now. This will start to determine that top three squad that we have going into the finals and grand finals. Right now, though, we have the UK versus Germany. Two teams, I think, that will be fairly well known throughout everyone watching and participating here today. We are going picks and bans to start us off. The UK will be winning the roll with a 42-3. And then we have an HD3 ban coming out from Germany to start us off. So Stellaria will be gone. No Mod 2 will be Densetsu. No Mod 6 from Germany as their second ban, Alice. And then DT2 is the Frequitous Monochrome Anomaly. Unfortunate to see that song gone, but there is plenty left in the pool to go off of here. We'll see it go the route of quite a few hard rocks last week and the DTs, so might have to change that strategy up against the UK today with their speed lineup, but we'll see. Now we'll give it a look. So we'll wait for everyone to either pick a warm-up or get into the match itself in picks. We'll see. So Rinu seems to want a warm-up to start. So I'm assuming we'll see both of the teams come out for the warm-up. So I guess while we're here, we might as well go over the two teams just a little bit. So for the United Kingdom, on your left-hand side of your screen will be their captain Voss, joined this year by Rinu, Bajore, Kingling, Gemzi, and Doomsday. And we will be seeing on the right-hand side of our screen Team Germany, captained by Hala Watcher, joined this year by Rising, Kriller, Kuhn, KHZ, and Ethics. Two very strong rosters, some decent changes from last year in terms of lineups. We do have some consistencies here, but for the most part, there's been a decent amount of changes in these two. So we'll see what happens in the match. I guess if we're going by individual qualifier results, Germany is seated above the UK. They're the 5th seeded team coming out of qualifiers. United Kingdom was 10th seed coming out of qualifiers, so just missing that top 8 placement. UK didn't have a fantastic qualifier this year, hopefully looking to improve upon that 10th place spot in this match right here, obviously, given that this is a semifinals losers bracket match. This is their their one and only chance to stay in this tournament and improve on what their placement was from qualifiers. There is 12 teams left, so they would make top 12 if they did go out today, given that this is the first round of losers bracket runs for the semifinals. If they are able to prevail over Germany today, they will advance to the top 8, as 4 teams will be eliminated after this first round here. We'll see what happens. We do have both of our winners bracket matches on Sunday and Monday, respectively, so we'll have to wait a little bit longer for those. We do have a match running right alongside this one, Russia-China, so that score will be updated either before, after, or during this match. depending on the outcome of that. Both of them are in the losers bracket as well, fighting for that spot. And then, of course, we will have 2 more later in the day. We'll have Japan, France at 15, and Poland, Sweden at 15:30. So please stick around for those after this match if you're interested in seeing the outcome of one of those. We are going to kind of come into the last few seconds of the first warm-up here. This was, for those of you that kind of watched it, a Hippo Cup map this year, and they're gonna kind of test the waters on this a little bit. Slightly faster map, so maybe just getting over a couple of marks here where gaps in knowledge exist for both of these teams. You're gonna try and figure out what route to take here. A little bit of a mix for the people that you see on your screen right now. Obviously, the teams on your screen are not necessarily players from each respective country. VODS and Renew on the left side for Team Germany, and Rising and Kuhn on the side of the UK. Kriller putting up a nice A rank there on the warm-up, 300k, 95% accuracy almost. Kriller has been a massive player for Team Germany this year, had some fantastic scores last week, generally kind of stepped down a little bit last week in the sense of becoming more of an all-rounded player, just filled in where they needed him to. And we saw a lot of good solo performances out of the likes of, KHC, and Kuhn and Rising, and even Watcher had a good score there. So a couple star performances, but overall Kriller definitely been the front runner for Germany this year. Of course, on the side of the UK, solid all-around team performance. They did have a rough match a couple of weeks ago, and they're going to try and come back from that, getting knocked down to the losers bracket so early on by Team Russia. They did barely lose 6-4. That was a match that they definitely didn't want to get knocked down so early, but they have looked good. Aside from that, they've had a very solid run. Again, that was the first round they got knocked down, and they were able to take down South Korea very handedly, 6-1 finish against South Korea there, and they're going to be pushing through these losers bracket stages. Germany had a very rough match. They just got down to the losers bracket after last week. Didn't have a fantastic time against a very strong Brazilian team that absolutely gave them a run for their money, especially in the seeding that they are, coming out of qualifiers as the 5th seed. Brazil coming out as the 4th seed. I feel like a lot would expect that match to be pretty close, and it ended up that Brazil was just far too strong on the slightly more difficult pools from the previous weeks for Germany to keep up with. And they did get knocked down there. They had a very close match against China, barely winning 6-5 in tiebreaker. That was something that they also have to watch out for there. China, the 12th-seeded team in the tournament, but certainly no slouches in terms of their roster as well. A very understated team. Got a little bit stronger from last year. China fell a little bit short, so the fact that Germany was able to take them down to the losers bracket pretty early is a feat in and of itself. China, of course, playing in the match adjacent to this one versus Russia right now. Both of those teams now in the losers bracket after knocking, each respective team down here. Russia losing to the United States 6-2, and China knocked down to the losers bracket, of course, by Germany here. So we'll see what goes on in that matchup. Best of luck to both of those teams. We'll see what comes out of that match. But we'll see if we can get everything all lined up for that. So this is definitely the UK warm-up here, if you couldn't tell. Didn't even get a chance to listen to the lyrics. going to let you all enjoy this. All right, well, welcome to 3WC, the fantastic UK warm-up regaling us today. Fantastic to start off with that, I guess. And that'll open us up for our first pick of the match. Going to be Hidden 1, the UK. Gonna opt in to start off with Squall today. Of course, not the Hard Rock Squall that I believe you have all seen most often in tournaments, a little bit less often used. This will be the Gilstar Squall, the expert diff. More of an aim style Hidden 1 map here. So not quite the skill set that you'd be thinking of there, but Germany did look pretty good on the Hidden last week. This could be a dangerous pick for the UK to start off here. I imagine they are definitely strong enough to make something happen here on the Hidden 1. They have a lot of good aim players on here, especially running with classic roster here. Gemsy and Doomsday going to be starting off for the UK. Interesting to see who their third player might be this year. I'm not entirely sure who they would fit in as their strongest, or rather one of their strongest hidden aim players. Possibly VODS, I feel like, would be their strongest hidden aim player on this roster, with the exception of these two. I don't see anyone else that I think should be in over VODS, if he's here, of course. Hopefully they do have their captain today. If not, then could be seeing a little bit of a different turn in the match, but Gemsy gonna slide up to that top spot there. Still waiting for that third player from the UK. This is their pick. Germany seems pretty set on the Rising, Hallowatcher, and Kriller roster, and it looks like Majore gonna be coming in for the Hidden 1. So maybe not necessarily the expected lineup for a Hidden 1, but Majore no slouch at the Hidden aim and aim in general, so I don't think anyone is really gonna criticize their roster here. Of course, Germany with that very strong hidden roster, very similar to what they were running with last week. Rising and Kriller, definitely the front runners on those hidden picks. And Germany, unfortunately, did lose a hidden pick off of a few slider breaks last week from a couple of their players. So they're going to be looking for some redemption on the hidden aim picks this week. Definitely a rough time losing out one of those to Brazil, but I guess in the end, you know, losing 6-2, it doesn't matter quite as much to only lose one map, but we'll definitely see if they can make a turnaround for that this week as we get into our first pick. Of course, we are still running best of 11. It is semifinals. Best of 13 will come next week, so it is first to 6. So still don't have a whole lot of leeway in terms of losing picks early on in the match. You definitely want to keep it strong. Rising going to start us off by kind of full missing a stream there. Unfortunately, overaimed that a little bit, so this loser's bracket match is going to start off a little rough for Germany, but certainly do not expect anything out of that. We are still very early on into the map. And we'll see what goes on in the rest of this map here. UK still holding their 3 FCs, Hallowatcher and Kriller on the double FC. Majora breaks right before the pause. He misaims a note. Oh no! Right before that pause, he kind of nailed the triple on the side, and then right at the end of the stream, he missed the last 2 notes. This is going to flip into the way of Germany right now. Rising with that very early break, holding Doomsday and Hallowatcher. Trade misses right at the end of that section. It's Kriller versus Gemsy on the full combos right now, but Kriller running with a double S. Did have a little bit of cursor shake right there. He's going to hold it strong, though. A little bit of a slower section here off of that big aim, so he's going to have a chance to collect himself. Gemsy has to hold this. He's the only chance that the UK has of staying in it for their first pick here. Doomsday finds another break on the slower section here. We have a long stream. Rising finds a break along with Hallowatcher. Gemsy and Majore are holding on Kriller right now. Kriller does finally drop 100. The double S is gone. Gemsy drops a little bit of accuracy to match it up right now, but it's 1 FC to 1, and Majora is some bonus combo right now. He's going to be the difference that's going to bring the score back towards the side of the UK. And Kriller finds a break on the FC. It's going to be Gemsy to hold for the UK right now. Majori putting up a fantastic backing combo. We're just past halfway in the map. And right now, Germany is on a full reset. Rising and Hallow Watcher, both on 200 combos. Doomsday is matching. One of them does find a break. So unfortunately, Doomsday having a little trouble. On the 1/3, Gemsy finds a miss. But it's going to be Majori. He has the higher accuracy. He has the highest combo in the lobby. And Rising does trade the miss from Gemsy. It's Doomsday on a break as well. So Majori has to 1v2 Hallow Watcher and Kriller right now. Gemsy held for as long as he possibly could. If he FCs the rest of the map, he's going to put up a very respectable score. But it's all on Majori to hold this right now. Doomsday finds another break, having a little bit of trouble with the aim at the end of the map here. Majori nails the stream. Kriller is the only one fighting him off right now. 0.1% less accuracy. Rising is matching up with Gemsy, and I think that's it for the UK on this pick. Majori, despite his early break on the stream, is going to bring it back for the UK on a 770,000 score. Just outscoring Gemsy at the ending, and that is going to do it. The UK take their first pick on Majori with an outstanding performance after the 2 miss at the ending of that first stream before the pause. Gemsy as well with a fantastic performance to start the map off, holding the UK against all odds when Majori and Doomsday both had no combo on their side. Doomsday having a little bit more trouble with the aim on that pick, but certainly not far behind Rising and Hallow Watcher. 432k. Kriller doing as much as he could with that 713,000, but it was not enough. The UK very strong on their first pick of the match here, and now it goes to Germany for their first pick to respond to that. Both teams are going to look to start off strong here. This has a very high potential to be one of the more competitive matches of the weekend here. Two teams that definitely stack up pretty evenly in terms of these late round skill set and difficulties. So we will see what happens here. Germany going to have to be careful about this. They do not want the UK to take an early break point. Brazil had that happen in their match last week. Germany did let up a very early break point, and Germany is going to prevent that from happening this week, I am sure of. They do not want to repeat that. Some unfortunate misaims on that pick out of Germany as a whole. So it was not a singular player on Germany that lost them that map. Fortunately enough for them, it was definitely the whole performance as a team. But we're going to take a little bit of a technical pause here for a second. And we'll bring it right back to the match in just a second. While we are going for that, Germany is going to pick double time 3. So our next pick going to be Bloom and Feeling. Kind of the speedy, streamy DT. Definitely something that the UK has a roster for. You know, running with players. I don't want to pick out Majori for every single map for the UK, but you know, him being easily the best speed player on their lineup is going to be a big difference maker in this pick here. However, this will definitely come down to the overall team performances on this Germany with a fantastic speed roster and Rising and KHZ. And of course, FX going to be joining them in that third spot. VODS going to be coming in for the UK to join Majori. I would imagine either Kingling or Gemsy in for this, or Doomsday for the speed map. Okay. It's been quite a while since I've seen Doomsday as one of the front runners for a speed pick, but more power to him if he's coming in for his second pick in the road today. Going to be a good player for them, starting off on Bloom and Feeling today. So we'll see what the UK decides to do on this pick. They do want to take this break point early against Germany here, but with the rosters that both of these teams are running with, nothing is guaranteed, especially on a pick like this. Wait for the good luck, have funds, and get everyone loaded into the map, and then we'll be good to go. I do definitely appreciate my client deciding to not load the map in, even though I have streamed this map in tournaments more times than I could possibly count. So I am going to go ahead and grab the map again, I guess. This is Germany's pick, so they're going to be looking to take a strong start on this map. I guess I'm going to have to go off of the stream in general. Doomsday and KHZ, of course, finding those early breaks, along with Majora. Surprisingly, it's going to be VODS fronting it for the UK right now. But there's really nothing the UK can do against Germany on the early DT pick here. Rising and FX going to be making a very strong case for them to start off today. And there's not much that the UK is going to be able to do about this more than halfway past the map, with only one FC to combat two right now. Rising's accuracy, also something to be ultra afraid of right now. I'm not entirely sure what you are meant to do about that. Rising is absolutely just having none of it today. 1x100 for him on Bloom and Feeling. That is accuracy that you do not see. That is not normal. Well done to him on that. Voss with the almost FC for the UK, just the accuracy basically making it the difference there. Majora with a very early slider break. KHZ with an S rank as well. And FX also with an FC to back up Rising. So Germany looking very strong on their opening DT pick today. There was really nothing that the UK could have done about that right there. I did not foresee a 1x100 coming in from Rising on that, but just goes to show how strong this German roster is that they're running with today. And neither team has hit as good as they think in this match here. So we're going to be looking for the next pick from the UK here. They're going to look to continue on with the points that they've been running with here. Both teams are going to run with their picks as long as they can. No early break points. That's always the strategy. You never want to let that up early enough. And Germany certainly wasn't going to let it happen 2 weeks in a row. Imagine the UK doesn't want it to happen to them first either. So we're going to look to see on Black Ray, Nomad 4. What's going to come up next? They're going to go for the tech pick on this one. Again, a lot of the picks that the UK going with today, pretty highly contested in terms of the skill sets. I think both rosters have strong lineups for this. However, the UK does seem to be running with Doomsday for a lot more picks than I expected them to today. And I think that favors them taking more tech gimmick favored maps, things that hold more awkward aim rather than that large spacing, big speed mechanics. Doomsday is certainly no slouch at it, but his main skill set right now definitely lies in the more technically intensive stuff. So we'll see what happens here. I'm being told in the other match as well that Red Pixel is able to get a 1x100 on that double time 3 as well. So a couple DT stars coming out today on the double time 3. The UK gonna try and continue now on Nomad 4 Black Ray. So we'll wait for the good lucks here, and then we are going to get into our third pick of the match, the UK's second pick. MP start, and we are on our way into Black Ray. The UK running with Rinu, Voss, and Majore. Germany with Rising, Kriller, and Hallowatcher. Both teams going to bring back similar lineups to what we saw on that first hidden pick on Squall, with the exception of Doomsday being replaced with Voss. Germany going to bring back that Kriller, Watcher, Rising lineup. Players to definitely be scared of on a tech pick here today. We haven't seen much of VODS today. He had a really good time on that double time 3 map. I wonder how he's going to hold up on the tech pick here. Majore, normally one of the better players for the UK on maps like this. My eyes are on Watcher or especially Kriller for this map on Germany. So we could see another Kriller versus Majore battle into the ending of this map. Of course, Rinu put up a fantastic performance on that hidden 1 pick. And he's going to be looking to repeat that for the UK here. He was the only one that didn't find a combo break at the beginning on his team. See if they can hold for a little bit longer here. Nobody with early breaks yet. Rising's accuracy very questionable, along with Watcher's. Kriller really the only one that's holding them up to the accuracy of the UK, but just all around about 25,000 score on accuracy alone for the UK. 97 almost across the board, with the exception of Boss, who's a little bit lower. But as we come into the first key eye of the map here, we'll see who's able to hold through the heat. As we get into the actual section of the map, a couple doubles into the sliders here. Anyone finds some misaims here. It's a little bit easy to slider break if you find some nerves here, especially on this spacing, but we'll see who's able to hold their nerve. Not a friendly map if you are finding any sort of shakes here, so everyone holding combo through the beginning. We're almost to that halfway point. It's going to be very dangerous on whoever finds the first break here. It could decide the map at the point they're at, and it's Watcher's going to find the first break. There goes Voss to trade it out, though, so Germany is certainly not out of this yet. It's Kriller and Rising versus Rinu and Majore. Kriller holding the act, and Rinu misses on the back and forth right before the pause. You hate to see it. Rising and Kriller both hold through it, and Majore again becomes the only line of defense. So what do you do now if you're the UK? You have to hope that Rising or Kriller finds a break within maybe the next 150 combo here. We have a Buzz Slider break somewhere or something. Otherwise, this is going to be all but lost for them right now. It's just Majore holding up on the FC. We mentioned that he was going to be a big player for the UK right now, and he has to show it, and he finds a break. That's going to be it. Kriller does find a break, but it doesn't matter. He's essentially just matching whatever Majore just found a break on, and it's going to be Rising once again for Germany. We get a little bit of Bancho lag here. Kriller does find a very big miss on that stream, but again, it does not matter as long as Rising holds this FC. Voss breaks his big combo. Majore is going to hold his combo through the ending, but that unfortunate break. And that is going to be it. The UK is going to let up the first break point to a Rising FC right now. Rinu and Watcher trade off another break, but Rising, as long as he stands, there is nothing the UK can do about this. Majore does finally miss at the ending there, so he won't FC the rest of the map, but Rising holds in through the ending, and that has got to sting if you are the UK. Letting up that early break point, all on that performance from Rising. The UK, all things considered, would have won that pick with a singular break from Rising. All it would have taken was one slider break or one miss, and the UK runs away with that point. Watcher and Kriller putting up a combo that definitely matched Majore for the most part. The accuracy really the difference there, and Watcher really struggling on this one. It all came down to Rising with that FC into the ending, albeit a little bit lower accuracy, so we're sitting below 900k on the score there, but this is not the type of map that you can consistently get high accuracy on. So Germany's going to take an early break point that the UK did not want to let up there. That was a pick that they you know, they really can't afford to lose these early maps here, especially against a team like Germany who, you know, you do have to argue are quite possibly more versatile in terms of the skill sets that they're able to go for. I mean, you already saw on DT3 the difference in ability to play those DT maps, or the lineup that they're able to put in for the DT maps rather is a stark difference from what the UK was able to pose there. So see if they can make a difference on match core here. We will be seeing Nomad 5. Germany's gonna take as many of these, you know, kind of speedy stamina maps as they possibly can. A little bit of playing with fire on this one, and I was gonna say, I mentioned Kingling earlier for the DT3. I was very surprised to see Doomsday in for that instead of Kingling. I would definitely put him in for any speed lineup for the UK this year, along with Majoria and VODS, of course. But we'll see if they can improve their performance. This map definitely a little bit more UK friendly than the DT3, especially with that solo performance from Rising. KHZ certainly not far behind as well, but that 1x100 from Rising making all the difference. He's been a massive proponent for Germany in this match today, basically single-handedly almost winning them that last pick on Black Ray, and being their top scorer by a hefty amount on DT3. He is going to look to hopefully be the reason that Germany pulls away with another point here on their own pick. Ethics and KHG going to be coming back in, so Germany going to run with a very similar speed lineup to what they had earlier. You know, you have to wonder if the UK is putting Kingling in because you know, he's more comfortable with this map, or because it's a better alternative to what Doomsday is maybe feeling like on the speed maps today. Maybe he's, you know, not feeling quite up to par with what he was able to do in practice scores, and they're flipping it around. Hopefully it is the earlier of those choices, and Kingling is just simply the higher score on their sheet for this. But we will see as we get into Nomad 5. Germany, again, Rising, Ethics, and KHZ versus the UK's Kingling, Majoria, and VODS. I think these first couple of seconds of this map will be pretty straightforward for both of these teams. There's really not too much that you can break on at the beginning of this, but something to note about this map score compared to the one that everyone is used to is there is a massive aim section right around the middle portion of this map that is not friendly if you are a single tap player. It is stamina draining. Ethics and VODS actually missing the beginning of this map, surprisingly. I was not expecting anyone to find a break at the beginning here, but I guess anything can happen when you're in a match here. VODS really not having a good time with the streams on this, neither is Ethics. Both of them going to have some massive struggles here. KHG does find a slider break. That's unfortunate for Germany. Kingling and Majoria are going to have a little bit of combo to work with here, and as long as they hold through at least some of that jump section, Kingling finds a break as well. What is happening? It's just Majoria and Rising has the higher accuracy. Majoria misses. What? I'm so okay. Oh, it's Bancho. Thank God. Oh my goodness. If there was 5 breaks before this section, I was going to lose my mind. I'm so sorry. Majoria actually going to be holding through the aim section right now. He's alting this, might I note. I don't see anyone's... KHZ is single tapping this. Rising and Ethics, actually all of Germany is essentially single tapping this section. But it's all on Majoria right now. Ethics misses that last stream, and Majoria essentially has a bunch of free combo now. I don't want to say free combo, but this is something that Majoria he does not miss here. A little bit of shakes there. He's trying to work it up a little bit with the spins there. His aim is definitely flailing a bit, but we're coming down to the wire here. Germany's going to run out of time. Majoria is gaining score faster than anyone else in the lobby. It's 150,000. Majoria only has to hold for maybe another 15 seconds here. We come into the last streams. Majoria is just not going to miss today. The UK are going to win on an FC from Majoria here. KHG misses that last stream. And here we are into the aim at the ending. And there it is into the Buzz Sliders from a Bancho miss, thinking that he broke right before the jump section. Majore prevails with the FC through the aim section of the map. Gonna pull out the FC Rising, unfortunately, with a 1 miss on that aim section with an insanely impressive 99.54. Kingling and Voss putting up enough score to back up against KHC and Ethics there. But Majore absolutely beasting that map, blowing it out of the water with the FC on Matt's core there. And we're going to be seeing a very close match here now. The UK has taken away the consolidated breakpoint opportunity from Germany, and they're going to lock themselves into this match. Germany thought they had a little bit of room to run with there. And the UK is just going to say, no, we are staying in this match. They're going to go to their own pick. It's very important that they're able to grab their own pick here. So this has kind of turned the tides a little bit, whereas Germany was almost able to take a consolidated break point and get themselves into this match very heavily. The UK now has the opportunity to consolidate a break point here, which means that Germany is actually going to be in the losing position, and they will have to take a break point if they wanted to win the match after that point. So we see that happen. We could be seeing a tiebreaker if nothing else, if it does come to that. And I am going to be perfectly honest, the UK wants to win before tiebreaker against this German team. If you have seen these players on Germany, especially in that China tiebreaker match, I know the math was not quite as hard, but the consistency on this German team with the base mechanics is something that the UK does not want to go up against, even given the caliber of their lineup. So they're going to pick very smart for the rest of this match here. They're going to try and keep themselves well ahead here, but they're going to have to be careful with it. They are going to start to run out of picks that do favor their skill set as heavily as those early two. And I know I mentioned, you know, they really could not afford to lose that break point earlier on Black Ray. That was very unfortunate. But that break point on Black Ray could mean all the difference in this match here, especially if they win this pick. So they are going to go for the HD2. The UK possibly going to be putting their faith in Doomsday here on Hidden 2. But, you know, this could have been the opportunity for the UK to be up 4-1 possibly, which would have been a massive difference in score here. So see what happens on the 89's momentum here. I do imagine that Doomsday is going to be coming in for this. I can't think of anyone else that would be better suited for this map. Let's see what goes on with the lineup for the UK. Rising, Kriller, and Hallow Watcher seem to be pretty set on playing this map here. Kingling and Voss going to stay in for the reading. Looks like Majoria going to be leaving the match for the first time in a while. He's put up outstanding performances for the UK today. He's been their absolute best player, but it's time to take a little bit of a break here as Rising says good luck, have fun before the UK has their third player in. Good job, Rising. I again assume there is probably someone in a slot below what we can see. Nobody has joined the match to take the spot, so it will be Doomsday. I'm not entirely sure if I was expecting anyone else besides Doomsday on the 89's momentum. If you had a different player besides him on a reading map, I would be kind of surprised. So Majore is going to be in instead of Doomsday, and it looks like Kingling and Voss are going to be staying. So I am very interested in this now. So Doomsday not in for the Hidden 2. UK making me eat my words. Majore, Kingling, and Voss going to be staying in. This was the really strong lineup we saw earlier from the UK. And it looks like they're going to continue running with that lineup. So Kingling, Voss, and Majore running on the Hidden 2. Cubby and Yusumi's Extreme of 89's momentum versus Rising, Hallow Watcher, and Kriller. This could be very interesting. I'm not entirely sure who the best reading players are on Germany here. Granted, this is not a very reading intensive Hidden 2, of course. The Hidden 3 going to be the AR8 map this week, but still pretty reading intensive. There are some perfect stacks on this map to go along with the sliders here. So we'll see what happens in terms of the reading on those is kind of what I mean, not necessarily low AR reading. VODS and Rising going to both find some early breaks here. VODS is going to be earlier, so he's going to put up a little bit more combo here, but he is going to break along with Rising again, so both of them having quite a bit of trouble at the ending of this map here. Majore, of course, going to be the front runner for the UK on the more tech-oriented aim pick here with those sliders. Kingling with a Bancho miss. I'm glad I didn't say anything about it. I have to hold my tongue now every time I see a miss after that first Bancho miss, because now I know that it's not complying today. But the UK going to take a lead in accuracy now. There is an actual break from Kingling, though, and there is no break from HalloWatcher or Kriller to follow it up. And I've said it multiple times, it's just Majore for the UK right now, unless there's a break. So Kriller does find a break, but the UK needs a break from HalloWatcher, and there it is. Majore is going to hold. All right, now we have a very interesting pick. HalloWatcher misses again. Majore holds through the aim. I cannot believe this. Majore, quite possibly for the third map in a row, is going to hold the UK up on his back. Majore, almost a quarter of the map left to go. We are coming down to the last few seconds here. The UK has a more than 200,000 score lead, and Majore is going at it today. Kingling does find a break a little bit later. VODS has recovered the combo as well, not to make light of that, as well as 650 combo from VODS to back Majore up right now. HalloWatcher finds another break. And the UK very confidently going to take another pick here. Majore just going for it today. VODS is going to put up a very good backing combo to trump any score that Germany is able to put up today. And Kingling, no slouch as well. 532k besting scores from Rising and HalloWatcher, but Majore putting up almost 1 million on HD2. That if Germany is not scared now, I don't know when they would be. Majore has put up, I mentioned, Germany having those big carry players last week, and players like Kriller and Rising had some amazing scores, last and this week. This is Majore's week, I guess. He's top scored 3 maps so far, almost. He top scored Matt score, top scored 89's Momentum, almost top scored Black Ray with the exception of that one miss. Did have higher accuracy than Rising, and also top scored Squall. So he has been the absolute front runner of his team and this match today. I was kind of surprised to see Doomsday not in for the Hidden 2 pick, but certainly a good replacement in Majore today. I am not entirely sure what I was thinking then. Germany going to respond with a pick of their own. So the UK has a consolidated breakpoint now, which means that Germany is going to need another breakpoint to keep themselves in this match pretty heavily again. Otherwise, they're just going to continue going back and forth as usual. If the UK is able to grab another breakpoint, they're going to be in a fantastic spot here. Of course, both teams holding that singular breakpoint of that Germany second point there, as the UK's pick on Black Ray. Again, I'm going to continue mentioning it. I said there, the good shot that if the UK won that last pick, it might be crushing to know that you could be ahead 4-1 right now. And Germany might be in a horribly rough spot, but they're holding themselves in this, and that performance from Rising is really going to make all the difference here. They are going to go with the Hard Rock 3, so air raids from the underground. Kingling, I imagine, kind of pogging in his chair right now at the thought of the Hard Rock 3 here. This is definitely something that the UK is going to want to utilize Kingling on for this. However, you do have to be afraid of players like HalloWatcher on this map. This is something that he is no stranger to. If there was ever a map that had the definition of being a Halo Watcher map in this pool, this is probably it. Not the hardest Hard Rock map at the beginning. It's very easy to find a little miss here and there, but the really hard part of this map does come at the ending, where the spacing does kick up a few notches, especially on that 1/3 section. So we'll see what happens. Air Raid from the underground. The UK has a fantastic Hard Rock lineup in here. Germany, Kuhn coming in for the first time this match was one of the best Hard Rock players for Germany last week. He actually almost single-handedly won them a free mod against Brazil with Hard Rock. Unfortunately found one miss on a stream that kind of let it up, but had the highest accuracy by far, so he's going to be dangerous on the Hard Rock picks this week. The UK going to be subbing VODS out today, so we're going to see different substitution. Maybe Gemzy back in for this one. Looks like Kriller is actually going to come in instead of Ethics for Hard Rock 3 here. Not something I'm going to question. Kriller kind of, like the I can play everything guy. I'm never going to question that for Germany. And Gemzy is going to be that third player for the UK. Again, not super surprising substitution there. I am not going to question it from either of these teams. UK running with Kingling and Majore and Gemzy for their lineup. Kriller, Halo Watcher, and Kuhn for Germany. And we are going to get into Germany's next pick. We'll see what they have in store for us on this. The UK has looked really good across a couple of their players today, but hasn't exactly been performing as well as a team. Germany has definitely been putting together better collective performances, but the UK has kind of been relying on performances from, Voss on DT3 or Majore on some of the other maps here. So we'll see if they're able to kind of switch that up a bit, especially with Kingling on a Hard Rock 3 here. He is a player that is invaluable to them if he is having a good day on the Hard Rock. Majore and Kingling going to find some very early breaks. I don't think either of them were Bancho as well, so Kriller going to have that early break, but the UK is going to double it up. There goes Gemzy as well, so the only FC is now gone for the UK, and it's Kuhn. I mentioned him from last week, was the best player on that free mod for Germany, and Kuhn is going to be going for it for Germany. Halo Watcher and Gemzy both going to find another break here. Kingling and Majora have recovered those initial combo breaks, but it's all Kuhn right now. He had the highest accuracy last week. His nerves did get the better of him. We're going to see if his nerves are able to hold him through the ending section here. Majora and Kingling with those very unfortunate breaks at the beginning. They are going to claw some score back here. They're both not super far off from FCs, only 100,000 down each. Gemzy having a very rough time at the ending of this map after that beginning. He was the only one to hold a combo, but Halo Watcher, the player that we thought was going to be a big one for Germany today, is just not helping out, unfortunately. Kriller with that early break, and Kuhn is going to be the difference right now. He finds a break at the ending. That could be it if the UK holds combos into the ending. It's all Majora and Kingling. Gemzy finds another break. Kingling and Majora hold through the streams. The score gap is closing. Kriller and Halo Watcher find a break. Majora and Kingling are going to bring the score back to the UK. It's going to be a break point. Into the ending, Majora and Kingling hold their combos, and Germany lets up a point again. That is a break point for the UK on some fantastic performances from the UK. Kingling and Majora missing the exact same note at the beginning of the map, and both of them FCing into the end to bring it up, saying, no, this is not how we go down. And they're going to close it with a double combo into the ending to shut Germany down. When you see it, Kriller. I cannot believe what I have just seen on that map. Gemzy also putting up that extra 200k. I'm going to be perfectly honest. All right, it is something I do have to note that, yes, without Gemzy, they would have lost that map, but Majore and Kingling just barely pulling that one out for the UK. They're going to go with the Hard Rock as well. They're going to go for the gimmick Hard Rock next. So the UK says, all right, we can win Hard Rock 3. We're going to roll with Hard Rock 2 next. We're going to be seeing Imperishable Night into a set 13. So this will be an interesting one on the accuracy. This is a really hard map to get good accuracy on. And the player that I have my eye on for that, I mentioned it before on the Hard Rock 3, and I'm going to say it again, Kingling. He had the highest accuracy on the Hard Rock 3, and those of you who don't know Kingling is, because for some reason you maybe live under a rock for Hard Rock, probably one of the best accuracy players for Hard Rock, if not the best accuracy Hard Rock player currently running, especially in the UK. It's kind of like what he goes for. His life goal is to snipe Rohulk on every map ever. And he does it pretty handedly on quite a few maps. So we'll see what he's able to pull out for them on this map. Doomsday going to be coming in for the Hard Rock 2. That is a substitution I'm not surprised about. A little bit more gimmick-favored Hard Rock map. Doomsday is someone that I definitely am not surprised to see him for this. And Majore, the front runner for the UK today, going to be holding it down for them, kind of in almost that perma spot for them today. Tune Rising and Kriller for Germany. Hallowatch are going to be subbing out. And we are going to see that substitution in for Rising. We'll see if he's able to make that difference that Germany needs on this Hard Rock here. Hallowatcher definitely having a rough time on that last Hard Rock map. If he was able to put up a performance similar to what Kuhn did, they would have won that map. They only lost by 113k, which is a decent score gap, but certainly not insurmountable. So we'll see what happens on the Hard Rock 2 here. A little bit of banjo lag at the beginning here. Kingling will be regaling us with some lovely cursor spinning to keep us entertained at the pause as we get into Kingling disconnected, ref abort. Yeah, we're gonna need an abort from the ref. So Kingling's game is broken. He's gonna restart, come back to us. All right. Good lucks are going to come out for a second time here. We are going to... Alrighty, there we go. We are back into the match now. Kingling's game hopefully fixed up. And we'll see what comes out of the UK on this one here. It looked good on that other Hard Rock, and we'll be able to see if they can repeat a performance like that on this map, albeit a little bit of improvement from Doomsday maybe on Gemsy's score. Again, we mentioned how hard this map is to ack. And you can kind of see exactly what I mean about this. And I did mention Doomsday, fantastic to have in on the gimmick, and Kingling accuracy is kind of proving it right now as to what I meant. Doomsday is going to find a very early break on the streams here. Hopefully that's not going to bite them in the butt and the ending, but Kriller does find a break as well. He is most certainly not happy about that one, so he had a little bit of cursor, you know, shaking around after that, but Doomsday with that early break again is the only miss for the UK right now. He's got a 280 combo built back up now. It was just on that beginning stream. He messed up the spacing on one of those wider parts there, but seems to have recovered as Kuhn finds a break as well for Germany. So it's Kingling and Majori on the FCs, and Majori finds a break right as I say that on a slider. That is very unlucky for him. So Germany going to stay right in this pick. It's all on Kingling now. We've talked about it all being on Majori, and I said Kingling and his accuracy is invaluable to have on this map, and he's proving it to me right now, and he's proving it to everyone else in here. Doomsday holding right alongside with him. He is the only person that can match Kriller's combo right now. Rising and Kingling are going head-to-head. Kingling is winning in terms of accuracy, and it's making a massive score difference. But, you know, as much as Kingling is holding them into this right now, it is really on Doomsday. He's shaking quite a bit at the beginning of that slider there. Majori does find another break. It's certainly not going to help the UK. He has been the absolute frontrunner for their team today, and kind of letting it slip a little bit on the Hard Rock 2 here, but that's fine if you can rely on your teammates to put up the scores that they need to. Unfortunately, that early miss from Doomsday certainly not helping, especially with his lower accuracy, but we do come into a little bit of a slower section here, which is going to favor Germany with that combo lead. There is enough time left in the map for Germany to make a comeback despite Kingling's accuracy right here. That extra combo that Kuhn has over Majori with that extra break, and Doomsday breaks on nothing. There's no way that was Bancho. Doomsday actually breaking on the slow section. He breaks right after too. Germany is now going to take a massive, massive point gap here. That score is going to flick well over before it should have for the UK here. And despite Kingling's performance, it really doesn't matter. Rising on that FC, Kriller with that massive 1,000+ combo, and Kuhn is also approaching 1,000 combo as well. There is nothing that the UK can do about this unless all of Germany break right now or drop accuracy on every single stream. This is all but over. Kingling's performance for not, unfortunately. It's only going to be a small difference. Doomsday breaks on the ending stream as well. And this is it from the UK. They're going to let up a break point. They were so close. Majori and Doomsday break again. It's only Kingling. I mean, you know, good job to Kingling. A fantastic performance from him. That is an unrivaled accuracy. 98%, a million plus on this map is a fantastic score. But, you know, I mentioned it before. That all-round performance from Germany is just so strong. If you don't have those two players performing out of their minds on a map, it's gone for the UK with the maps that they're picking right now. And unfortunately, Majori with that one miss probably could have made the difference there, but Majori has been performing, you know, to the highest level he possibly could for Germany for this for the UK this entire match. And unfortunately, he had his one moment here where he wasn't quite able to hold it up, and Germany was able to get a break point back, but the UK is still sitting 1 point away from match point. So not as good of a position as they were in before, certainly, but they are not out of it yet. Let's see what Germany comes out with their next pick here. They're going to use up the whole timers. Nomad 1, so we're going to see the Nomad 1 aim mechanics map. You know, I mentioned this at the beginning when I was kind of talking about the tiebreakers. Where, you know, I said the UK really needs to avoid getting to tiebreaker against this German team here. Because the base mechanics ability of the overall lineup on Germany and that combined team performance is just so strong that the UK does not want to chance a consistency tiebreaker against them this week. But we will see if my prediction on that is correct with the Nomad 1 here. This is going to be the closest we're basically going to be able to get to that tiebreaker style of map. And depending on how close or far this is, we could be seeing a big score gap on a Nomad 1 here. So the have funs here. It looks like lineups are pretty set. The UK gonna bring back that VODS Majore Rinu lineup here. This actually could be the first time we've seen this specific 3 in. So into Nomad 1. We're going to go ahead and give it a look and see where each of these teams lie in terms of the aim mechanics today. Despite the breaks that he's had today, Kriller has actually looked very solid on the aim, so let's see how big of a player he is today. Hello Watcher had a lot of trouble on the Hard Rock map, but again, a little bit more of a basic map for everybody here, so let's see what happens here. VODS is going to be a big one for the UK today, despite, you know, maybe any unfortunate breaks, because Nomad 1 moment that we could see here is a fantastic aim player for the UK here. And of course, Majore's ability to just throw up full combos today has been insane. So we'll see if he's able to put up another one here. Oh, and he won't be able to put up another FC. Majore misses right before the pause. That is so unfortunate. So right before the first key eye, Majore finds a break. However, Hello Watcher does break during the key eye, so it's all a reset there. Germany did gain a little bit of score out of that, but it is going to stay even between the two teams now. Rinu and VODS matching the accuracy of Kuhn, and VODS finds a break as well. UK, you cannot be breaking a quarter of the way through the map here. It is just Rinu for the UK. We'll see. Majore really finding another break here. He is not having a good day on the aim. That is unfortunate for the UK here. And there is a bunch of misses on the stream there. And once again, it is down to Kriller. I did mention before, Rinu is shaking quite a bit right now. I mentioned Kriller before, even though it hasn't looked like he's had the best day today. Kriller's aim has been basically on point, so he's going to be the front runner for Germany on this, the only FC left in the lobby. Unless he breaks soon, the UK is going to be well out of this pick here. Kriller continuing to hold combo, and the accuracy is certainly going to keep him well ahead of everyone else as well. He is already over 100,000 ahead of Rinu, who was the next highest. Kyun is going to be matching whatever Rinu is putting up. Halawatcher and VODS matching up. The big difference right now is actually Majora, surprisingly. Majora, the player who has put up so many FCs and good performances for the UK, struggling on the Nomad 1 aim map, actually hitting all the streams. It's just the aim. We'll see if he's able to hold through the ending of the map here again. Kriller does have to find a break, I'd say right at this stream here, if the UK wants a chance at this, but it looks like Kriller is going to be bringing it into the finish here. Hits the rest of the stream section there, and the ending jumps, and we have a little bit of a slower section now, and Kriller has all but done it for Germany here. It's a 300,000 score lead he would have to break along with Halawatcher and Kyun in order for Germany to lose this pick. Halawatcher finds a break, but it's not going to be enough. They needed that first break to come from Kriller, and it's not going to come. Kyun finds a break again. Everybody but Kriller. Rinu does find a miss as well, so he's not going to have any score gain over Kyun. Kriller misses that last jump section, so he won't have an FC, but it literally does not matter. He has done enough. 860,000 plus score on Kriller is more than what Germany needed on this. And unfortunately, Majore's misses at the beginning, despite FCing the ending along with VODS here, both of them are going to be just underperforming a little bit on this. Very unfortunate to see, VODS and Majore both putting up that 700 and 800 combo into the ending there, with those early misses really making the difference. The UK did have the opportunity to steal that away. Not going to let it happen. Germany with about a 230,000 score lead on Kriller alone. Actually, Kriller was the difference in score on this map. We will be seeing Germany run away with their pick there. So not the worst thing in the world if you are the UK. That was, of course, Germany's pick. So you can't get too bent out of shape about losing your opponent's pick, but you definitely do have to consider the fact that, the UK had all the opportunity in the world to win that with the performance that we've seen from them today, and those unfortunate breaks, even just from VODS at the beginning of that map there, that couple miss could have made a difference just as much as Majore could have. And, Rinu's shakes in the middle there are certainly not doing them any favors as well, but all around, a good performance from UK. Actually, we talk about good team performances from Germany today. That was a good all-around from the UK there. Just that star performance from Kriller really making the difference on Germany. And the UK is going to go for DT4, so Libera May. You're missing the Eurobeat map, the cranky Eurobeat map coming. We saw the UK have quite a bit of trouble on Blumen Feeling against Germany. However, they had a very good time on that Nomad 5 with the performance from Majore. Kingling also backing him up pretty well. So we could be seeing maybe another map that they're going to look for a solid Majore performance out of, or maybe this is an all-around performance for the UK that they're looking for right now. FX KHZ and Rising for Germany. The lineup that we saw for that Nomad 4 was Rising, KHZ, and FX as well. Or for Matt's core, so for that Nomad 5. Majore going to be running along with Kingling and Rinu this time instead of VODS. So we'll be seeing if Rinu is able to put up a slightly better performance than what VODS was able to. Rising has been absolutely insane for Germany on the speed picks today. So regardless of the performance that the UK can put up here, our eyes do have to be on Rising to see if he's able to kind of trump the UK a little bit here. See who's able to read. This is a insanely fast map here, which is why I am very scared of what Rising. Ethics was a big player on the DT as well last week. Something about this map that we also have to note is that it is only AR-10, but the fact that this is 248 BPM, only a minute and 34 seconds, this is a gamble for the UK, basically, on whether or not anyone besides Ethics and Rising can play this. It looks like KHC can, but his accuracy is low. So we're going to be expecting the first break from Germany, possibly out of KHC coming up here, or Ethics. It is going to be Ethics instead of KHC. Holding through the sliders, Majore and Rinu and Kingling all holding right now. It's all going to be on that break from Ethics. The UK with a solid team performance right now, halfway through the map. This is only a minute and 30 seconds. Any break here could change the outcome of this insanely fast. If the UK wants to solidify their point here, the next break has to come out of Germany. If it comes out of the UK right now, they could still let this point slip away. The score lead is not big enough yet. They need to hold for a little bit longer. The last couple seconds of the pick here. Germany is slowly running out of time. That break on Ethics making a world of difference. The accuracy on KHC as well, putting him about 100,000 down, and Rising and KHC break, and that is going to be it. Majority breaks for the UK, but it's Rinu to hold the FC with Kingling into the ending. And that is it. The UK is going to push the match point now against Germany. Germany is going to now have to force a tiebreaker if they want a chance to stay in this tournament. Majority with the unfortunate slider break at the ending, not going to be putting up the FC, but very close to it. Ethics with that one slider break in the middle as well. Fortunately for Germany, would not have mattered if Ethics FC'd that Rising and KHC both breaking the ending. But that is a very close point. The UK had taken a little bit of a gamble on the minute and 30-second DT, I think, and it paid off pretty well for him. All right. So now Germany has to pick very smart. You know something? I haven't brought it up since the beginning of the match because it doesn't really matter. And personally, I hate it when people use like what ifs. But if the United Kingdom did not let up that point on Black Ray, they could have won this match 6-3. Just something I'm going to throw out there. I hate it when people do that, but I'm going to do it anyway because I'm a hypocrite. If that happened, that could have been the outcome. However, because Germany was able to take that break point away early on Black Ray, they are now able to force a match point here, and they are going to go with Hard Rock 1 for their final possible pick. It's going to be 7 Doors, the Skyflame map. This is, you know, I definitely have been kind of going back and forth. A lot of these picks have been highly contested for both of these teams here, and I think this is the most confident pick that Germany could have possibly put up as their final pick of this match here, of the regular match, because this is almost exactly the same as Nomad 1. A little bit more aim intensive, might I add. So, you know, this is not quite as streamy as Nomad 1. So I'm not going to say Nomad 1, but with Hard Rock, because it's not entirely. It is a little bit more focused on that big aim rather than the streams. But this is something that Germany kind of was really good at on the Nomad 1, and actually the aim was the part of the Nomad 1 that the UK missed on. It was not the streams. Majori, VODS, and Rinu all breaking on the aim part of that, so... Germany going to look to take a win. So we'll see what happens on the Nomad 1 here. Or the Nomad 1. See, now you have me saying it, the Hard Rock 1. But Germany did show their prowess on the Hard Rock picks earlier. They've also showed their base mechanics prowess on the Nomad 1 earlier, so they are going to be looking to kind of combine those skill sets into one here. Majori had a little bit of a rough time on the Nomad 1. So we'll see if they are able to recover from that earlier Nomad 1 performance. And possibly... This is that redemption point for the UK here. They're going to be looking for the break point here to prevent it, and Rising is going to find the first break for Germany. Early Hard Rock here, so we'll see. A lot of breaks out of the UK. That is not good. All right, well, I probably should have been a little bit more freaked out about that, but unfortunately, after their performance on the Nomad 1, I'm not entirely surprised. With that double break, Rinu is going to be the only one to hold for the UK. Once again, it's Kriller and Rising. The only difference between this and Nomad 1 would be if Kriller doesn't find that 860k again. Big aim section here. Hallow Watcher having a lot of trouble today. VODS is going to find a break as well. Majori does hold the combo, so it's going to be a little bit to combat that, but it's basically a double FC to 1 right now. Even though Rising isn't FCing, pretty damn close. And this is going to get out of hand for the UK by that quarter-way mark here. We do have a long stream coming up. Big jump section right here. Rinu able to hold his aim. VODS misses again. Holds through the stream. Rinu does miss on the stream, and that is it. Kriller and Rising going to hold it for Germany. I'm not even going to bother with the rest of the map here. Rising and Kriller are both going to hold. Majori and VODS actually both missing on the 1/3 section there. Rising and Kriller are going to hold it for Germany, and we are going to tiebreaker. That is it into the ending of Hard Rock 1 there. Rising and Kriller do find breaks into the ending, so there will be no FC, but that is it for the regular match. It is now time for tiebreaker. The Dematori extra stage tiebreaker. This is going to send one of these teams home. All right, so something we do have to be a little bit concerned about here. I've talked about it the entire match. We're going to see what lineups these two countries put together here, but something that we are going to have to keep in mind is that Germany has won basically every base mechanics pick today in this match, which is not going to fare well for the UK here. They have not looked as good and in the second half of this match as they did in the beginning. So we'll see if they're able to recover. They had a fantastic beginning performance, most notably Majore, who has kind of had a little bit of a rough time on these later aim picks here. You know, Rinu kind of picked up the slack on the Hard Rock and Voss on the Nomad 1. But not quite enough. 640k score difference on the Hard Rock and 230k score difference on My Days here. This map is a little bit more consistency based rather than that big aim. I wouldn't be surprised to see Doomsday in for this map. This is definitely something that, you know, this is like, if you knew old Doomsday, this is kind of like the old Doomsday map back when he was playing insanely actively, like hours and hours on end. This is the type of map that Doomsday would be very good at. And I imagine he is still very good at maps like this. So, Doomsday, gonna try and recover. He had a rough performance earlier. He was in the earlier part of this match. He was one of their first lineups on Squall. Did bottom score that, had a little bit of a rough time. Stayed in for Blumenfeeling, also pulling up a bottom score there. And he's kind of taken a break for the rest of the match. The UK has run with almost different lineups for everything. He did bottom score the extended Ash Hard Rock as well, so has not had the best day that he possibly could. However, he's going to be looking for some redemption, and I think it is time for the Doomsday Redemption arc to come in tiebreaker here, and the UK certainly needs it with the team performances that Germany has been putting up today. The UK is absolutely going to need a fantastic all-around performance in order to win this here. Germany not going to be running with Hallowatcher on the consistency pick today. He's had maybe a little bit of a rough match, but all the power to him. He has persevered through everything his team has put him through, and he's certainly put in work where he needs to. But he's going to leave it up to his teammates on this one to try and close it out. Kriller, Kuhn, and Rising going to be fronting this for Germany. The UK, Kingling, Majore, and Doomsday. Kingling and Majore have been two of the highest performers for the UK today. Voss come in for a couple of maps, has performed well, but none quite as high as these two for the UK, as well as Kriller and Rising for Germany. Both of those sets of players, all four of them for both teams here, have been the front runners in terms of scores and performances and everything. This has been massive. So we will see what goes on. A little bit of an early break from Kingling here. And you got to be careful against this German lineup on consistency picks. Everyone holds to that 1/3 section. And we'll go ahead and see what's up with. as my mic proceeds to die, right as Doomsday finds a break, unfortunately, it is still a three-way FC for Germany, and unfortunately, Kingling gonna find another break as well. The UK really just not finding a good time here today. Attempting to find some way to fix the audio here. A double break for Germany is actually going to mean that the UK is now back in this. Hopefully I can get the microphone and everything all settled. But this is absolutely massive for the UK now. Majori breaks on nothing! It's all on Kuhn. It is whether or not Kuhn breaks. It's all on Doomsday now. Doomsday has the full opportunity to bring this back. Hold on a second. Doomsday, the bottom scorer for the UK in every single map today, now has the opportunity. He misses the stream. It's all on Kriller. Kriller is the only one that holds through the stream. It is a 70,000 score lead for Germany. They need to see a breakout of Kriller right now. Doomsday full missing the stream. Kriller and Majori, the only two to hold. The only two that have performed across this entire match today to this level. It comes down to the two of them. Majori is outscoring Kriller, but Kriller has a higher combo. It's on the supporting from Kingling and Doomsday here. One holds through the stream. The shakes are coming out. Doomsday trying to hold himself down here. He's one of the top scorers for the UK. He cannot miss. Neither can Kingling. The next country to find a break could lose it. Kingling finds a miss. That could be it for the UK. Germany has no break to match that up, and Kingling could have just done it for the UK there, despite his performance on the earlier parts. And there goes Majori, and that is it. Kriller is going to hold it into the end. 100,000 score. Kuhn breaks. Kriller is going. Kingling and Doomsday find a break, and Germany are going to win this match on the back of Kriller. Kriller is going to hold the combo through the ending streams, but that is it for the UK in 3WC 2021. Kriller dragging Germany on a sled behind him through the tiebreaker to win them the match. And that is going to do it. Well played to both of these teams. Germany going to be winning 6-5, pushing the UK out of the tournament. And that is all she wrote for the UK. Well played to both teams here. Fantastic performance from both of them. Unfortunately, the UK will be sent home. We thank them for coming out for the tournament this year. They've had fantastic performances across the board. And they've done very well for themselves to come this far and finish 5-6 against Germany. They will be taking home top 12 this year, which is certainly no short feat. So well done to them. Germany is going to be advancing to the next round of the losers bracket. They are still not in the clear for next weekend yet. They still have to play the winner of Japan versus France, and a tough match that is going to be for them to go up on there. China defeated Russia 6-3. Russia is now out of the tournament as well. And China will be advancing to the next round of the losers bracket to face off against the winner of Poland versus Sweden. And that is going to be it for this match. Next up in terms of stream is going to be Poland versus Sweden. I will be leaving you all. Nuts is going to be joining for commentary. We hope you have enjoyed this match. We are going to move on to the next. Again, congratulations to Germany and China for winning their matches this morning. Thank you to Russia and the UK for playing. And we will be back with Sweden, Poland in just a moment, so don't go anywhere.